Hi there, my name is Chase Lytle. This is my GEB 4890 service project recording. I'm a little sick right now, I'm sorry. But yeah, I did my service at the Humane Society. I have currently done 3 hours. I am doing more in the future after this project will be submitted. Okay, so my initial expectations when going to the Humane Society, I heard from some friends who had visited. I knew there were going to be a lot of animals. I had also previously visited before, so I knew there would be dogs, cats, other animals, maybe rabbits. Yeah, and I knew I'd be volunteering. I knew I'd be playing with the dogs. I knew I'd be maybe a little upset because I don't really like seeing animals without a home and in cages. But it was honestly really not like that. And I expected to learn about basic animal care. All those expectations were met and more. It was a very memorable experience. Not only did we get to play with the dogs, walk them, feed them a little bit, but we also got to take a tour of all like the facilities. And they do a really great job at the Humane Society, and it takes a lot of effort with that staff. That is why they accept so many volunteers. It is very clear to that. Yeah, next slide. Some disciplinary skills that I brought with me were definitely cooperation. So I'm in a fraternity, Sigma Alpha Epsilon, and we partnered with a sorority, Zeta Tau Alpha, in order to get some of our members from each organization out there and to volunteer and help the community. So I definitely had to cooperate with that organization in order to get us all there, try to get different members to go. Yeah, and communication. I'm also the president of my fraternity, so I had to communicate with my community service chair, who communicated with the community or who uh, who cooperated with the staff over at the Humane Society in order to get us a date so we could go do that. And then I also brought attention to detail because I knew I'd be seeing a lot of things, and definitely playing with a lot of animals. I made sure to always pay attention to what the dog was needing, what they were feeling, if they were hungry, thirsty, if they needed to go to the bathroom too, etc. My contribution, I feel like left I left care and comfort there. I definitely feel like I made an impact on the dogs. I gave them a great day, walked them a bunch. I also feel like I helped the staff. I feel like that's very important. Because it is a nonprofit, so they don't necessarily make all the money in the world there, but volunteers are definitely encouraged to do that, and it definitely gave the animals a lot of happiness. So the new vision and mission that I came up with were to provide the animals with care and affection, goal of educating the community. So that is basically almost similar to the Humane Society. It's just a little more specific with educating. And then the vision was to create a future where the Humane Society is national, all across the nation, and end animal homelessness. So like in every single city in the United States. So I shared this with a couple of my friends. The first one, he's a classmate. He said he he wanted to see like how they would like treat the animals, how they would teach people. So it's like teaching animals or teaching pet owners to treat animals responsibly. That was basically his mission and create a community around that. His vision was to foster a community where every animal was fed, cared, and loved. So a little bit simplified, and I did like that. It made it a little easier to read. His second mission was, or I went to another person. She said to give the best possible life-saving care and educate. She wanted a more of call to action, very like use powerful words in order to grasp the attention of whoever would read it. And the vision would be not national, global, of course, where every animal is treated humanely and there are shelters all around the world. Some things I thought of for diversity were uh, once a month they could either bring dogs into a nursing home or people from a nursing home could go there and have a community night where older people get to interact with animals, dogs, cats. I also thought of low income neighborhoods where they could host pet workshops, which would honestly maybe help less animals come there. And then ethical dilemmas, I think there could be some wrong resource allocation, definitely, with the wrong person running it. It's definitely a lot of effort managing animals, and not everything can be done correctly. So it's important to do everything as best as you can and try to keep that stigma. And then I also think it's really important to treat the staff right, because if you're not treating your staff right, then your whole shelter is it's probably going to be screwed up. Some leadership qualities I think are really important are responsibility. It's a big responsibility to run a nonprofit. You definitely have to have compassion for what you're doing. If you're not doing what you love, then it's work and it's not a passion. And I think honesty. Honesty is the best in every single policy, and I think this is the most important thing. Thank you guys.